Hey guys, so a property that I just found, I want to show you kind of how I analyze it and what I look for in specific properties for the potential to rent it out to cash flow more. And a lot of people miss this completely. This is a really good example of a property that I probably spent about 20 minutes or so on yesterday. And I'm going to show you why there's so much potential in this property. Now, I will say this. Give me a second. I know that Zillow didn't have all the pictures. I did find that Realtor actually, or maybe it was a Redfin. Let's see if it shows everything. Okay, so here's the thing. This house is a 4 bed, 3 bath, 2,000 square foot. Okay, so as far as the bedroom count, it's probably utilized. Like you can't probably add extra bedrooms necessarily. It's already 2,000 square feet. It's already a 4-3. It's actually a 4-2.5. That means two full bathrooms and a half. But this is what I noticed. Okay, I'm gonna go through the pictures. I'm gonna see if you notice it as well. So the front's nice. It's got a 2-car garage. That's still a garage. Okay, so it hasn't been converted. I'm not a big fan of garage conversions, but when you look at it on the outside, it looks great. I want you to notice something. You see the kitchen, right? It's not really a kitchen. Let me tell you. Let me show you. This is the first thing I noticed. So I see the kitchen. I'm thinking, okay, probably needs to be updated. Blah blah blah. Standard stuff, right? Except for as we keep going, bang, bingo. What is this? What is this? We have another kitchen. And I read the description, and they're calling this the wet bar. Okay, so automatically I'm thinking, wow, we basically have two full kitchens. Yeah, okay, so this like a refrigerator would go here, a microwave would go here, the sink would be bigger, and then the dishwasher would go here, right? And that's basically a kitchen, okay? So I'm like, all right, well, this is already kind of set up. It's the boxes are already there, the plumbing's already there. Like this is already a space that could be utilized as a kitchen. So I'm already thinking in my head, I can turn this into a duplex, but it gets better. So I said, okay, very cool. And I'm doing the math here, and I'm really trying to get a layout when I'm looking at the pictures. Like, okay, there's the wet bar area. I think it's on this side. I think the kitchen's over there, right? So this is the kitchen. But when you scroll down, there's more. Okay, hold on. We haven't got there yet. Everything else looks okay. This is really nice. And we keep going. Bingo, what is that? In California, they call them ADUs. Here in Texas, well, I don't really call them ADU, but I'm just going to call it ADU because a lot of people know what that is. It's basically a bonus space that could be potentially rented out. And you might say, yeah, it's a shed in the backyard. But wait, there's more. So we scroll down a little bit, and the inside is small, guys. Like it's like one of those like Airbnb, like the bed pops down and like the the little the eat-in area pops up, and it's gonna have to be one of those configurations, right? But check this out. Look at this. This right here is that Airbnb, right? Potential. I would put, let me see if it shows it here. I would put a fence here. This is the backyard, okay? And if I can turn this into a duplex, I would have another exit on this side. But this right here, I would put a fence going straight across. So whoever has the front portion of this house would have a backyard and a little, I'm gonna call it a little dog run, okay? But this is more important, okay? Well, I should say, yeah, as important. This right here is already, I'm pointing like you can see, this has already got concrete. Like it's already made to go from the backyard. You open the gate, you walk on concrete. It's got a nice little sidewalk all the way into the unit. So it won't be like you're walking on mud, you're walking down in somebody's backyard. You're not even gonna be able to really see this house, once you put the fence up. But this right here already has the potential to be its own private entrance, its own private exit. It's going to be private with their own private backyard so they can bring a dog if they want. Like this right here is a cool little spot. So you basically have now I've not been to this house specifically, okay? So I don't know the layout. When you go there specifically, this is what I was thinking though, okay? If it'll work, okay? So I was thinking this, and I'm just going to kind of run through how the way I was thinking. So depending on what's in here, okay? I know that this right here is the back of the house. Now the back of the house, check this out, is the biggest portion. So this comes to right here. What's next to it? A bedroom. What's next to it? Another bedroom. What's next to bedrooms? Typically bathrooms. Okay, so hear me out. This is what I was going to plan on this house. This right here would be the entrance into that bedroom. Hopefully attached to, there would be a wall somewhere, and you can close one bathroom entrance and make another one. So that entrance goes into a bedroom, which goes into a bathroom. Okay. So this one side would essentially be like a one bed, one bath, with that small patio backyard area, right? But it's going to have, decent living area, just a dining room area. The living room area is the this nice open spot right here, okay? And it's going to have this concrete backyard area, right? And then the other side would be a two-bedroom, or 1.5 bath, okay? So that's still a good layout as well. And then on top of that, you would also have the ADU in the back. Okay, so you could potentially have three different properties if the zoning allows. So the very first thing you would do before you even make the drive out there is you would call the zoning department. In this case, it's in Fort Worth. I would call Fort Worth Zoning Department, Commission, whatever, and I would say, hey, I've got an address here. What is it zoned for? Can I use it as an Airbnb? Short-term rental, they call it. Can I use it as multifamily? That would be called like a duplex. What am I allowed to do or not allowed to do? So I know that, hey, I don't want to make this drive out there from my house. It's about an hour. I'll do it if I can get it zoned properly. But if I can't zone, I can't chop it up, and it just doesn't make as much sense. But people might be asking, okay, well, what did all this rent for, and how do you know? It's a great question. So if you were to Oh boy, let me see here. There we go. So if you were to rent this, of course you're not going to let me copy and paste it. So let me just write this down. 4313 Campion Lane, Fort Worth. Here it is. Okay, I want to show you something. All right. So if you rent this property just as is, just with nothing, just say, okay, it's a single family and that's it. Right? It's going to bring, let's see. It's going to bring, let's just say, an average of $2,600 a month. Cool. Not bad. 2,600. So I'm going to write down $2,600. Okay. Now, if you break it up, let's see what this could rent for. Okay. So if you break it up, now one side is going to be a 1-1. We already know that. Okay. One side is going to be a little bit smaller. All right. So you get one side, you get an average of, let's just call it 1,700 is actually probably realistic for what you get. It's a whole lot bigger than some apartments in the area. So $1,700. All right. So that's for the smallest side. And then the other side is going to be a 2-2. It's actually 1.5. They actually have that option. So this side is going to be about the same. It might be a little bit more, just realistically. But so this one's probably obviously it's gonna be a little bit more. I'm gonna call maybe this one 1850, depending on the area. I mean, 1700, 1850 could be a little higher, could be a little lower. Okay, these are all pretty close. Now, you really get to the point where you're saying, okay, what could the Airbnb go for, right? So what you could do is you could do this, AirDNA, and then you'll go to let's see, profit calculator. And then you would enter the street address. You guys are killing me with this stuff here. 4313 Campion Lane, Fort Worth. All right, so bedrooms, only one. Rooms is you're gonna have to, like I said, you're gonna have to put some money into this place a little bit. I mean, it might be you have to tie it into the sewer line. You definitely don't want to. Accommodations, you can put a bed there. You can put two. Yeah, for sure, for sure. So let's see what this would be. Now, would turning that to an Airbnb be worth it? I don't know. Yeah, they want me to sign up for a free account. I'm not going to do that right now. But nevertheless, let's just pretend $75 a night. It's rented, I don't know. What do you want to say? 12 days a month? I don't know. Right? It's $900. Okay. So let's just go with that. So 900 plus the 1850 plus the 1700. Now we're at $4,450 a month. But wait, there's more because I want to show you something. I'll show you how I found this deal. By the way, I found this deal because I have a realtor and I set up auto emails with specific keywords. That's how this deal came onto my radar as well. It automatically goes to my email. So when I'm scrolling through my lead email, because I have a separate email just for my leads, my lead email, this one popped up and I'll show you why. Back to listing. All right. Motivated sellers. The word motivated. It scoured all the MLS in my area that I have a specific, circle around. Every listing on Zillow. So you don't have to go through Zillow and Trulia and Redfin and aimlessly go through for hours and hours. And you don't really know what you're clicking on. You're looking at this, you're looking at that. You do auto keyword searches. If you have a realtor, have them do an auto keyword search for things like motivated. All offers, any offers will be considered. Foreclosure, probate, must sell. Um, there's there's so many. I have so many. Oh, also days on the market. I want to know when they hit the 30 mark. I want to know when they hit the 60 mark. I want to know when they hit the 90 mark. Also, motivated agent is what I call my other one. It's when they hit 178 days on the market. Why? Because when they hit 180 days, typically that's the contract for a real estate agent before the house falls off the market, and then no real estate agent owns it and they didn't sell the house and they're scrambling to do something, right? So I call it motivated agent, because if that agent can't sell the house and they have 2 days, nobody gets paid. Obviously, the homeowner doesn't get anything, the agent gets nothing, everything that they put into it, they get nothing. So at 178 days, that I tag it motivated agent. And that means I can say, hey, somebody's asking, for instance, on this house, $299,000. Let's pretend this one's been on the market for 178 days. So 178 days, I know right off the bat that they're going to be motivated by like a lot, okay, because it's about to fall off and then it's not going to sell at all. So they might say, hey, we want it for $299. I might say, okay, what's it really worth, right? And it might be worth, let's just say, two 285. I'm just throwing ballpark out, right? I'm gonna throw an offer at 70% of that, assuming it doesn't need rehab or it doesn't need much. I might throw out something like, 70% minus repairs, or I might just, say, hey, you know, I'll give you 185,000, 199,000, something to that effect. And fish, let them see what they say. They may counter you and say, hey, if you're close, and I might say, well, how close are we? And I might come up 5 grand and make it happen, right? But you want to buy cash flow and you want to buy equity. Okay, you want to buy both if you're going to be buying and holding properties. Okay, if you're going to be flipping, all you really care about is the equity. There's not going to be cash flow until you actually sell, and there's your net right there. It's a one-time deal. But that is how you find a properties on auto. Okay, I do nothing like at all, nothing at all. And they pop up. Matter of fact, you know what? I'm gonna give you guys some gold here. Check this out. Watch this. I am going to go to my email right now. If my email actually works. Okay, hang on. All right. All right. So I have leads only. Only leads. These are all the leads from all my keywords since yesterday. That's it, guys. 105. 105. Now, let me ask something. Will that keep you busy? Absolutely. I've got low price per square foot. That means anything under $100 a square foot that's over 3,500. Same thing with 3,000. Same thing with 25, 15, 2, etc., etc. So let's just go to today. What's today? How many leads I got? All right, duplex for Section 8. I named that, okay, because I like duplexes in specific regions, and I look at them for my Section 8 properties. I haven't clicked on this. You're looking at it live time. Let's check it out. All right, so this right here is a duplex. The first thing I want to do is I want to look at, is this a half duplex? Okay, hang on. I'm looking for the word half. If it's not a half duplex, see, duplex. So this is just a bad listing. In this case, you would actually want to call before you spend a lot of time on this, because they don't specifically say half duplex. Now, I will say this. Let's pretend this is the full duplex, okay? It's potentially could be, okay? I don't know. The agent apparently, I don't know what they learn in agent school, but it's apparently not how to write listings. All right, so let's pretend this was a full duplex, okay? So the first thing I'm gonna do for Section 8 is the 75067. It works off of zip codes and bedroom count. 75067. So I'm gonna look on my paper that I printed for free. 75067. And I'm gonna look at 3 bedroom. So I know 3 bedrooms are gonna rent for $2,390 per month. If that's a going rate in the area, they will give that to you. Times 2 is $4,780 a month. Okay, so you're over the 1% rule now. The 1% rule does not apply anymore like it did a couple years ago because of the interest rates right now. Okay. However, at least you have the data to say, okay, I have a potential $4,780 a month gross. Okay, you're going to take out 7, 8, 9% of property management from there, and then you're going to throw your numbers in, and you're going to see where you're at. You're going to see where it sits and see if it makes sense. Now this is newer. It's cleaner. It's probably pretty nice. It probably doesn't need repairs. At least I would hope it wouldn't for this price. Um, so yeah, I mean, anybody would like to live here. Like it A, B, C, D class, like anybody would like to live here. This is a nice house, really nice house. Um, so yeah, so the repairs, I wouldn't really budget really much of anything on this, unless the AC's broken, or there's foundation movement, or it's got a bad roof. Other than that, it looks good. It's already a duplex, it's already set up, that kind of stuff. Anyways, guys, I think this video has been long enough. That's how I analyze properties. There's a lot more to it as well, and this is just one way I find deals. And be sure to subscribe. Make sure you like if you got any valuable content. Be sure to also check out consultwithwilliam.com. It's my one-on-one coaching that I set up specifically to help you get your first deal, start making money so you can learn what you're doing so you can go forward and you can continue doing it on your own. And until next time, see you guys around.